Michael Berry trial. It took a jury less than 30 minutes to convict Berry of capital murder. He can now face the death penalty. Fox News reporter Letitia Bush joining us again for an update from the downtown area. The trial is now the penalty phase. So, Letitia, what has happened in the courtroom so far?
So far, Lanice, the prosecution has called its witnesses to the stand for this penalty phase, and they started this phase with Stevens' 13-year-old daughter. She was, of course, in the car when her mother was shot and killed, and she talked about those moments leading up to her death. She witnessed those, and she said that she saw glass shatter everywhere, and that she got blood on her, and that she was just distressed. She didn't know what to do. And then she talked about the effects that her mother's death has had on her. She says that she has bad dreams and that she misses her brothers. She doesn't get to see them often, and that she's, quote, sad a lot, and that she suffers from anxiety issues. Now let's talk about what happened before she took the stand. Both the state and the defense gave opening statements for this penalty phase, and the state started off by describing how it works. Basically, 7 jurors will have to, it only takes 7 jurors for a life without parole sentence, and it takes 10 jurors for the death penalty sentence. There does not need to be a unanimous decision for either of those sentences. Now, the state began their statements by playing a recording of a phone recording of Berry saying, "Rules, I don't like rules," and that was sort of their underlying theme to their statements. And they said that he did not like the boundaries that Stevens set up starting in January 2010 when she was trying to leave him, and that he did something about it. But the state then started their opening statements in this penalty phase by talking about sort of his stability almost in those months leading up to the murder. They said that he had an apartment when they were separated, and that he held a job and got a paycheck, and that before the tension began within that marriage, that they had a fairly normal 10 years of marriage, and that there was not one shred of evidence of domestic violence in those 10 years. So that's what the defense had to say in their opening statements. Tomorrow they're expected to put their witnesses on the stand, and they're going to try to convince the jury to spare Berry's life. That's it for now. I'll be back here tomorrow to give you more updates on that. I'm Fox 10 News reporter Letitia Bush reporting live from downtown Mobile.